My honest opinion on the best and worst anime of winter season so far. It should go without saying that Solo Leveling Season 2 is the head of the pack right now. Those first 2 episodes was insane. Epic fight scenes, crazy animation, and the music was just incredible. And I really wanted to see those 2 S-rank squabble, the Tiger Clan versus the Brother Back for Blood. I'm so hyped for this season. This just might be the most epic anime of the year. And the worst anime of the year goes to, I don't know who greenlit this, but they need to be fired, like expeditiously. Listen, if you like this type of anime, just go ahead, unfollow me, unsubscribe, do all this stuff because I can't mess with it. This is Twilight meets Trapped in the Closet. Waiting and praying on a 15-year-old is crazy, diabolical, unhinged, nasty work. Yeah, get this out my face. Why are you like this? Sakamoto Days is John Wick if he hung with me for a couple weeks. Watch some anime, go kick some ass. Yeah, that sounds like a good time. So I knew this was going to be good, but I didn't think it was going to be that good. I love the comedy from this one, from Shin seeing his death a couple times, from Little Man playing and getting into things, to the things this man can do with chopsticks. It's amazing. I'm ready to see more, but I'm not ready to see this BS. It's one thing to show brotherly and sisterly love, but this is a whole new level. It was already a boring episode, but then you turn around and imply love that shouldn't be implied to these type of characters. Why are you like this? Quick honorable mention for you to watch is Dr. Stone, but I can't really elaborate on it because I'm so far behind that I feel like I'm stuck in a rock. But when I was binging it, I was having a good time watching it. So yeah, there you go. Maybe the ugliest anime I've ever seen, and I've seen a lot. From the character designs that look like a knockoff of My Little Pony to the butt ugly CGI that looks all blurry and disgusting. I know this was done on purpose, but they should have rethought this vigorously. Zenshu's animation looked like it was taken care of with so much love and happiness. I think they had Marvin Gaye on while they was making it. You can just tell they was in a bag, and the message is pretty clear. The word Zenshu in anime terms means to redo everything. And in the beginning of the first episode, she was having writer's block and focusing on everything being said about her in social media. So the animators of MAPPA is like, hey, these things take time. Let us work. Let us cook. I love that, and I love this story, and I think the music is even better. Zenshu, Zenshu. It's amazing. I love it. I don't love it seeing the elf girl getting down with an actual cat like she's at a certain person's party. A lot of y'all probably think I don't like ecchi anime, and that's far from the truth. When everyone's an adult, I'm in the front row. But I have my limits, and this one's right at the borderline because this is a straight up smut that I don't want to see. But I do want to see my girl Mama pursue her love of poisons and mysteries. Definitely got to see how the kingdom treating her now and see these girls still hating on her. All I got to say is this animation is gorgeous, and I just love the story and the music. It's good. I thought this was going to be a mixed bag for me, but man, the more I think about it, the more I just don't like this one. There's action, yes, but remember when I said about that ecchi stuff and fan service? Yeah, this one is, everybody's not an adult. I don't know, maybe things can change, but I'm going to put this down at the bottom. This is one of those animes that you just sit back and go on the journey that it takes you on. Don't get close to too many characters. Might not see them anymore. Man, it's interesting and thrilling, and that last episode was just great way to introduce these new characters. And I love how the opening changes as the story goes on. It's amazing. It's good. Great watch. If you have been watching this and you're getting frustrated with the different main characters, know this. In the very first episode, it warns you that this is going to take some time. Not 5, 10, or even 20 years. It's going to take some time to prove to the world that the earth revolves around the sun and not the other way around. I love that. Great foreshadowing. You know what anime I think will not have any good foreshadowing? It's corny parody. Most of the anime I'm talking about here is just based off the first episode because that's the only thing out right now. But this one right here is solely based off the first episode because it was so disappointing. The jokes didn't land, the animation was weak, and it was just boring. I laughed maybe a few times. Other than that, I was just like, what is wrong with that dragon? Here's the hoping the next few episodes are better. Here's the hoping that this first episode wasn't just a fluke. This caught me by surprise. I just knew this was going to be some boo-boo. Like when you walk in the backyard of somebody who got a dog and be like, God dang it, it got me. No, this was actually really good. The animation was way better than I expected. It does have a lot of anime tropes, but they were done well. And that ending, who are you, sir? Because you are strong. I'm not talking about the main character. Because those monsters was strong and they was messing him up. For you to just come out here and just blip him like that, it makes me want to watch more. Can't say the same for this Jose. Disclaimer, I'm already not a big fan of the boy idol group animes. But this one was just boring and lackluster. The animation was so stiff. All they did was just show up and just look at the camera and just look all pretty boyish. It was like, man, get out of here. It was so bad I didn't even care why she got isekai into their world. I was like, who cares? Moving on. I thought I was going to say the same thing about this one, but this one caught me by surprise. Like, totally by surprise. I was expecting a slice of life or even a high school romance. That still can happen, but the creativity of this animation is just powerful and amazing. This one is about a girl joining a broadcast club, and she can spit. You know how the right song can just hit you and transform your surroundings, putting you into a trance like you in a sunken place? Well, these girls can do that with no music at all. They can just start reciting a poem and it'll transform your entire world. How the animators created this new world around you is just gorgeous, flawless. I enjoyed it. It was like getting hit with a bankai. Most reincarnations and isekais have not really been hitting like that, but Übel Blatt is the exception. This one starts off with blood, and it ended with blood. It was great. Animation is that dark gothic horror form, so it's like gritty as hell. And the MC matches well with the gritty of the art form. I like how we're just throwing in the story head first and we're gonna figure it out as we go along. It's dope. I like storytelling. Definitely a great watch. The first episode for Ishura was amazing. I was a little confused. I was like, hold on, what's going on? And then I was like, oh, snap. That's insane. They introduced 3 new characters that's gonna be in the war, and I thought the last group was OP. These 3 probably can hold their own. Well, maybe not one. One is a literal storm. That is like, what you gonna do with that? The animation is a little different. They use CGI for little things, but it wasn't too distracting. I saw my favorite character from last season. Yes, you're going to have favorite characters. There's no MC in this one. It's pretty much just a bunch of people ready to fight. So just pick and choose who you like. Another honorable mention is Medalist. This is a heartwarming story of a girl who really wants to skate and get into competition, but she's almost at the age cutoff. Being coached by someone who was at the age cutoff and he couldn't make it because of that. So he has a fire in his belly to get her to the top. It's dope. It's adorable. The animation is nice, and I love it so far. Another honorable mention is the Tasokare Hotel. This one hits like Death Parade, but it's not that sinister. When a person is in between life and death, they show up at the hotel. And they're not quite themselves. They suffer from amnesia, and their features are different. They must search through their room, through the hotel to figure out who they are, and they can get little help and guidance from the employees of the hotel, but they have to do it themselves. It's dope. It's a nice mystery. It feels like some Sherlock Holmes type thing. Speaking of Sherlock Holmes, you got the female version in Ameku M.D, Dr. Detective. She gets some weird cases. She helps the police sometimes, and she's just an amazing, brilliant person. It's funny. It has some good mysteries. It's thrilling. I like it, man. This is really dope. I mess with it heavy. And for my lovebirds out there, you got to check out Happy Marriage. If you didn't check out the first season, please check it out. It's a good, romantic, heartbreaking story. Season 2 just started, so you're not that far behind. There are a lot of new titles and returning animes out there, but it's too early to tell. They're around the mid-tier. As the season go on, I'll update this. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Peace.